You could not beat Nigeria from 2010 to 2015.
You had them nights. It was the
You just don't know where you're going to end up. You don't know where you're going to end up.
The worst. You leave your house and you're like, okay, as I leave this house tonight. What for Munga? I said, Daddy,
You're like, huh?
Talo fe Munga. He said, I want rubber. Mama, power.
Welcome to another episode of Naija Girls Dish with Dolakbo
and Diana.
And we are going to be talking about how Naija 2010 to 2015 was lit. Mm-hmm. That was
the era.
Those were
the hot
days.
Sauce. This sugar material.
You could not beat Nigeria from 2010 to 2015, especially as I just go back.
An IJGB.
Those like
we were running the show.
Like that was when it was popping. This was before Dirty December was coined.
Yes, you're right actually, because it wasn't even a thing.
Dirty December wasn't even there in 2015. Like it wasn't
because we just had a lit December.
Yeah,
we just had a fun December.
Before before all the foreigners cottoned on to the fact and started coming back and started whatever.
It was like ants inside sugar. They
yeah.
just showed up.
So basically, this 2010 to 2015 thing that we're talking about came about because on Twitter, a particular guy was talking about his experience with being in England and how 2010 to 2015 was like the sweet spot when people moved back. And Dana and I were talking about it, and it was like, it really resonated because
it was so real. I had some of the best time. It was just real. The pretentious energy that is in Nigeria, but specifically
if you are
Lagos,
listening on Apple or Spotify, I'm pointing at
yes, because it was so real.
It was real. There
wasn't as much like it's so pretentious right now. Everyone has this energy and this air about them, but back then, the way we all mixed together, it was so authentic and genuine and fun. Don't get me wrong. One time, this girl did try to ship me off to a sugar daddy, but that's not the point though. She was just trying to make money.
Yeah.
But overall, the energy from 2010 to 2015 was some of the most authentic, memorable times of my life.
I think that it was a lot more relaxed. Also, it was when social media had kind of just was like gaining traction.
Yeah.
So for example, I was on 53 Extra and I remember I was living on the mainland. Also, you had that mainland
Yes,
cruise
I was
vibe,
living in Leary.
right? I lived in Nightlife, right? And it was literally like I was asking my younger cousin, to show me how to use Twitter. I was like, I don't have followers. What can I write? Like, so that should tell you the kind of space that we were in. Twitter was just, like Instagram. It wasn't like, I don't want to say, so the influencer era had not really popped.
It wasn't even a thing.
So it wasn't, you must post every day or like get made up to post. You're just like,
you haven't left the house, but you'll just do photo shoots in your bedroom.
You know what I mean? So that wasn't even a thing. People weren't getting paid for posts and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So it was a lot more relaxed. There was just a vibe. There was an energy that it's just not there anymore.
You had them nights. It was the
You just don't know where you're going to end up. You don't know where you're going to end up.
The worst. You leave your house and you're like, okay, as I leave this house tonight, His God, there's a control of this evening. Because you go out and you come back at 4, 5, and that was the days of Mishai. I'm sure people still do Mishai. That was the day, man, where did we go? We went to Sip, I think. And then we went to the Malams on the road. He now did one banging Indomie. He now got fried egg and slapped it on top inside Black Lion. Yes, I had Indomie and egg inside Black Lion. Man, them days you'd be so like you would have alcohol would have knocked your brain. But it still, I didn't feel as unsafe as I do now in Lagos.
Yeah.
I feel very unsafe now sometimes in Lagos. Yeah. But back then, I don't know if it was an air of invincibility or the people you were around, you trusted them more. But I knew that when I went out, I was protected and I had a good time and it was with real people. Yeah. And everyone, like I said, there was less of a pretentious air. Yeah. Like now it's just, who are you? What do you mean? Where are you coming from? Who do you know?
Just to go out just seems to be a bit of a headache, but it was the exact same thing for me. Moving back, the clubbing. There was a place called Rehab. Does anyone remember Rehab? Then at the back of Rehab, so there was the main part. Then at the back was called the clinic, and it was like this. I mean, it just everything days, and then it was like this tiny room, this long tiny. They turned to a restaurant later, where you let you go there. The amount of smoke that you were inhaling, but it was just a vibe. Oh my God!
Spice Route. That's what they used to do industry nights.
Roots.
Route. Who cares?
As in, do you remember?
They used to do industry night.
Liquid.
Industry. Oh my God. Liquid. Oh my God.
What are you saying?
I used to frequent these places. Wow, in my heyday.
Oh yeah, industry night.
Industry night used to Spice Route used to be so fun. And what I loved most about that era was how much I used to pay for cab. Oh my God.
This is before Uber.
When I used to price yellow cab, and it'd be one daddy that's wearing agbada and hats, and he'll ever telling you, mili lona, oh you take it.
Yeah.
The best pricing I ever did of my life. Guys, when I first moved, one time I paid 4,500 naira from Surulere to Ikeja. I just want you to know how green I was. 4,500 from Surulere to Ikeja. Something you can see with your eyes.
Wow.
Then after like 2 years, I became a pro. One time, yes, English is hard. Went to Ikoyi, guess how much? Just guess how much I paid from Surulere to Ikoyi.
1K.
Reduce.
500
naira. Because back then, you were pricing these yellow cabs and it's either you say yes or no. My market is not your market, sir. If you don't want to go, then don't go.
Yeah.
But the idea that that's how chill things were, 700 naira from Surulere to Ikoyi. Hey!
I just remember driving everywhere. Like, driving everywhere. Like, I'll drive from the mainland to the island. I felt like I was exploring, finding out more about Lagos as an adult and all that kind of thing. And for me, it's like, even as I was working and the money I was making, traveling was just so simple.
I didn't think traffic was that bad back then.
Simple. And also I would just be like, oh, you know what? I think I haven't been to London in a while. Let me just book a flight. Just go, now, by the time you want to convert, by the time you want to do the exchange rates, and you want to say you want to travel somewhere, I will go with my girlfriends to Abuja for the weekend.
Sorry.
Those were the days.
Can I say something? Sorry, excuse me. It'd be like saying we were living different lives. It'd be like saying we were living different lives.
It was so,
it was a lot cheaper. And the exchange rate, like right now, it's
and we used to complain about it's more than that. We used to complain about the exchange rate then.
Can you imagine? Now it's 740 naira to 1
pound. I remember when I was getting married and it was the rate was, inflation was terrible, and my mom would complain saying, what's going on? That is 350 naira to a pound.
Can you imagine? We're almost like 800. Yeah, because it used to be like 25k.
By the time people watch this episode, maybe it'll be 800.
This is true. Because it was like 100 pounds was 25k.
I remember when $100 changes and you see the money in your hand.
It'll be heavy. You have weights.
Sorry, no, I went like, and I feel like it almost sounds like I'm saying this because 2010 to 2015 I wasn't married, so that kind of got married in 2015. But no, it just like there was just like, so it wasn't about the freedom. It was just that there was
an energy. There was
an energy that changed after that. And I truly believe it.
There was a hopeful...
Like, it's not the same.
I know everyone was saying based on who was in office, but let's not get into
But even when you would go to an event, it wasn't you must be styled from head to toe, hair done from head to toe, makeup. Like, you didn't have to go and spend 200k to go out. I don't understand. Before you leave your house? Like, what's that about?
That one where you spend more money. Like, you're not making any money from the event, but your entire outfit plus makeup plus your transport.
That was the time where you'd go to a movie premiere and there wasn't a theme about your outfit.
Oh my God.
You could just
John,
wear your heels and a nice dress to go.
Lovers and sinners.
Like, it's like there was no pressure. Now everything is a lot. It's a lot. Which one's Crossroads? See you at the crossroads so you won't be lonely. Bone Thugs and Harmony? No?
So I'm referencing a restaurant in Nigeria, and she's referencing an old ass musical group. Can you really just see the discrepancy here, y'all?
Somebody tell me why.
Why do you have piano fingers?
Somebody tell me why. We die. I don't wanna die. I don't know. I would never that. They used to rap with it. Anyway, sorry. Crossroads was a restaurant? Was it a restaurant?
Like even Southern Sun.
Yeah.
I used to go brunch there. Brunch cheap. Everyone went to brunch at Southern Sun. Everyone went to brunch. I'm like, do you know what Southern Sun is now? I'm even saying it wrong. Southern Sun.
Southern Sun.
You know what I just said? Southern Sun.
Oh my god.
How much is Southern Sun for brunch?
Or bottles.
Oh my god.
Bottles was
because they used to have the margaritas.
What?
They used to have
those
the
margaritas.
Those margaritas, they were so good. Because they used to have the guacamole and the chips.
Oh
my god.
You see, it's just not the same. I don't understand. And I know we
Things
sound
change.
like our parents where they look back and say, oh, you people, it's not the same. But no, there was literally, honestly, if I could like pocket the vibe in 2010, 2015 and sell it.
It was different. It was different and I just, I wish I could go back. Even the industry was different. I'm glad for there's
obviously good change.
Yes, there's been so many good changes. Productions are so much better. Quality's better. So many things. But there was something about that period where there was an honest... Oh God, I can't with you.
That is going to talk about talents. Abi?
Yeah, there was though.
Honest talent. Like, it was like... That was the time where...
Talent was held in high esteem.
Yeah.
Let me put it that way. Yeah. I think there was people that really went in with skill set and not so much packaging. Packaging is now what most of it is. I don't think people really packaged back then, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. I think things were not as thought out. It was just kind of like, you just do, you go, you do, and whatever. But now it really is, I mean, if you've been on the red carpet 500 times, then if you're popular, it's about being popular. It's not really about your skill set. So if you're popular, then you will be put in everything.
Because that red carpet bunny era, which is where you weren't really an actor, you weren't really a singer, musician, or anything, but you showed up every single time to all these events and prayed that Bill and Naija,
and then you ended up on all the blogs and even in the magazines. See, that's the time when people were reading the magazines, right?
Yes, because they're Disney style.
You would see that exactly. Print. I miss print.
Your print was that.
I remember I'd be like, Jesus, I can never wear this outfit again. I look crazy. What is this? But it was okay. Yes.
And there was more impromptu like gatherings that didn't require you to be uber dressed up. You could go somewhere, and then also you weren't super judged. Don't get me wrong, they were still moving mad back then. But if you came in somewhere who was wearing t-shirt and jeans and some chucks or some Converse, you weren't seen as a pauper. Yeah. It was a relaxed vibe. People didn't have to, and I think maybe they allowed a lot of things because they knew the IJGBs don't overdo the dressing thing with the way a lot of Nigerian people do. They're very flashy, which is not a bad thing. Yeah. I just think over here we kind of like laid down, laid back. Say laid down. English is hard, Sha. The laid back kind of demeanor when it comes to dressing and stuff. So I think
I put it down to the whole people like. I think social media has a very great factor in why things have turned out the way they are. Because if I'm thinking about it, we're saying 2010, 2015 Naija. I think 2010 to 2015, probably even in the States, and I don't live there, but from what I can see on social media, I feel like everything's just much.
It's a lot.
Just much. You know, eyebrows bang, makeup bang, everything just bang, outfit bang. Like you're going to the supermarket, you're wearing a fur coat. Like everything is just so...
And it gets like that because there was the era in America where if you weren't wearing trousers that was 80 times your size, you were the ugliest dresser in the world. If you weren't wearing trousers where you could hide a fridge inside, you were not a dresser. You were not a buffer. So I think there is this thing about it evolving, but there's nothing like that 2010 to 2015 because after that it just felt disingenuous.
Do you know what? Do you know why I know? Exhausting. I know for a fact because I remember like my wedding. And it was on Bella Naija weddings and all of that. But it wasn't that. It's like that's when the wedding thing became a thing.
Yes.
So ours was like, I remember I didn't do the whole, all my bridesmaids, we must be in formation, whatever. Me, they were calling me saying, you're late, you need to get to the hall type thing. I didn't even do the whole, we staged the CC, all of that. And I just remember.
Did you do the robes with the names?
Didn't really do all of that. And then I remember the following year, just seeing like weddings were
a big deal.
Like the amount, I'm thinking we spent a lot on our wedding. No, the amount that people would spend on photography, on videography, on like just the pictures and then releasing them, and then it has to be on Bella Naija, all that kind of stuff. I was like, okay, this is a lot. This is
too much. Even when I think of that's me, I don't even play with that show.
And I just feel like that's a lot of. I think the thing now is 2010, 2015. I felt like there was no pressure.
Yeah.
I think that's why it was okay. That's
there
when,
was
that's
no
when you have
wild
the
expectations.
Yeah, that's when you have the most of fun, dude. Even in my clubbing during that time, and then I decided to not be patient and leave the island to go to the mainland and getting robbed as I got off that mainland bridge.
Was it at Bogbo?
I don't know. But
So at Bogbo
as you're just getting up, and then there's that exit that you can go like this.
And then once you get past that part, you're entering Surulere.
Yes.
Akpogon.
Basically,
I don't know who has not been robbed at Akpogon. Well, I haven't. I've already almost been robbed.
Was sleeping. I woke up and I was just like, what's happening? And fake checkpoints.
Of course.
Put the lights in my driver's eye and was like, okay,
lights.
you know. And then he was like, where? They said, where are you coming from? He was like, coming from the island. And I said, yeah, okay. Now did so I just doing this. I was like, Uncle Murray, because my mom's driver. They saw rest in peace. And he was like, so I was like, Uncle, what's happening? Next thing you know, I was like, eh? And then the two doors at the back just opened. It was like film trick. It was like I've never been so scared in my life. Thank God first of all they started patting me down to see if I had anything on me, and I thought they were going to do something else, so I started screaming. I was like, please, don't take anything. And then I had I didn't know, like, you know when you're scared, you don't know. My hand, yeah, and they thought I was hiding money. It was tissue. I'd fallen asleep and I was holding tissue. And they scraped. I had to go and get blood tests. Yeah, they scraped it to see.
And you know, they usually have, they keep their nails long.
Exactly. So my necklace, I had 2 folds. I just took everything, took money. And because another car was coming.
That's what
they said we should go. So they would drop the next car. But till today, I remember the guy who came in on my right. I remember what he was wearing. I remember his face. I remember everything. Very odd.
That Akpogon area, I've never been robbed, but at one time it was almost, again, coming back from the club, back to Surulere, which after that incident, wherever I am at 10 p.m, I'm sleeping there. Yeah. That's a rule that I have. Yeah. We will cross it, because there's like a little bump as well. Yeah. So the cab driver we had, again, me too, obviously, you start to fall asleep at that time. We don't know why. Are we not sharp people? Why are we sleeping at that time? But it's because we did. This is true. There was influence.
We were drunk.
Remember, he gets to that point, and all I see is him floor it over that bump. I'm like, and I was like, how can you do that, Jay? You're sorry. He said, what for more? What for? I said, he said, I want robber. Mama, have you ever been in shock where you're like, this was me? I was like, what? I said, Daddy, kill us all. Before it was uncle, I went to Daddy. From uncle to Daddy, kill us all. Yeah. He was just saying, hey, then travel, lale. You two,
you are the one doing
travel, lale. You two,
you are doing the now.
But honestly, from that day forward, I remember I even got to Surulere and our estate gate was now closed as well. I just said to myself, I was like, is this life? Yeah, no, we was really, but again,
but even with that, it was still lit. That didn't stop me going clubbing. I just stayed my ass on the island. That's what happened.
Moving forward, and then there was once the clubs ended, it was almost like a sea of us would just be swimming around,
just hanging around places. Yeah. Oh my God, Prime Chinese.
Oh my God, Prime Chinese. I've never seen a sober person at Prime Chinese. No one's ever been sober at Prime Chinese.
Prime Chinese!
And you know what?
Oh my God.
I don't know, it wasn't that great. We were just drunk.
Wow.
It was all right.
Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. It's like just
Prime Chinese. Chai. You go there. And then now people go to that small one next to Silver Fox. Silver Fox is the strip club. You know, everybody don't lie, we've all been inside.
What's that?
Yeah, they're like, you've not been to Silver Fox.
I just hope they don't have camera.
Just post picture has visited often. Please.
No, please.
I'm a member.
Platinum card.
She's an older. She's not older. She has never been before. I've only been twice.
Oh my God.
And those 2 times is special because people are not normal.
It's very special.
Anyway, guys, I wish you Lagos 2010 to 2015 energy.
Yes.
Moving forward in life because it was beautiful.
And currency.
Currency.
Yes. Yeah, because this is not it.
Oh gosh. Anyways, guys,
that's nice reminiscing.
Yeah. Well, catch you next week.
Bye.